Hello, Dr. Harris. Me and my group did the bonus PowerPoint over titration and acids. We would use antacids because it would help in neutralizing stomach acid. We had the name brands, which were Tums, and the generic brand, which was from Walgreens. The purpose of this titration experiment was to see which antacid was most effective in neutralizing the stomach acid. Then an acid with the greatest percentage of calcium carbonate is the most effective in neutralizing stomach acid. Titration in general. What is titration? Titration is a procedure in which a base is added into an acid until it is neutralized. Materials used. We used a burette clamp, a burette ring stand, a burette of course, an Erlenmeyer flask, and don't forget your goggles. Continuing with the titration. The chemicals we used in titration were the pH indicator, butylphenol, which was used to determine when the solution is neutralized. We used calcium carbonate, which was an antacid, hydrogen chloride, which was an acid, sodium hydroxide, which is a base. Titration 1. Practice. In Titration Lab 1, we practiced using our pH indicator and tried to get the pH levels to a faint pink color, which symbolized neutralization. To find the amount of hydrogen chloride and sodium hydroxide it took to neutralize in this titration, we needed to use the molarity equation, which is molarity equals moles over liters.
Titration 2 control. We used pure calcium carbonate as a control. To continue our lab from Titration 1, we added calcium carbonate as a control to see how much was used during the titration. These are the two chemical equations that we used.
Titration 3, antacids. In this titration, we compared 0.25 grams of the name brand, Tums, and 0.25 grams of the generic brand, Walgreens, antacids to see which was most effective in neutralizing stomach acid. We did two different experiments. One was with the generic brand antacid, the other was with the name brand. Resulting from Titration 3, we got the percentage of the acid neutralized.
The first bar graph is a comparison between the name brand and the generic brand antacid. The name brand has 36% calcium carbonate and the generic brand has 23% calcium carbonate. The second bar graph is a cost comparison between the name brand and the generic brand antacid. The name brand costs about 75 cents per tablet and the generic brand costs about 15 cents per tablet. In conclusion, to all the titration labs, we would choose the name brand Tums over the generic brand Walgreens because it neutralized more of the acid than the generic brand. In the end, it's the person's preference.
Bye, Dr. Harris. See you soon.